Hi boys and girls, welcome back. I hope you guys had a great first week of school and welcome back to music class. All right, so today we're going to be going over the treble clef, the music staff. So our music staff that we use in music, it helps us read and write music. So there are 5 lines and 4 spaces on a music staff. So to help us, we're going to use our hand right here to be our demonstration. So go ahead and do the same thing that I do. Take your hand out and you're going to put it pinky down, thumb up. So we have 5 lines and 4 spaces. When we're going through the music staff, we always go from bottom to top. Can you say that with me? Say bottom to top. We always go from bottom to top. Fun, silly little phrase to help us remember it. So each line on the music staff has a letter that we associate with it. From bottom to top, we have E, line G, line B, line D, line F. To help us remember that, we have a silly little phrase. Every good boy does fine. Try that again with me, from bottom to top, ready? Every good boy does fine. Line E, line G, line B, line D, line F. So those are our lines. From bottom to top, our spaces are the areas in between our lines. We call that our space. From bottom to top, we have space F, space A, space C, and space E. Try it again with me. Space F, space A, space C, and space E. You can remember that because it spells the word face. Put your face in a space. That's how I remember it. All right, so we're gonna do our lines and our spaces from bottom to top together. Watch me one time and then try it again with me. E, G, B, D, F. These are the lines of the treble clef. Space F, A, C, E. It's as easy as can be. Silly, fun little rhyme. It just helped you remember the lines and spaces. So this time, can you try it with me? From bottom to top, ready, here you go. Line E, G, B, D, F. These are the lines of the treble clef. Space F, A, C, E. It's as easy as can be. Simple. Great. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen and show you your assignment for today. All right, so here is your assignment for today. So we're gonna be playing a little bit of piano. So the first thing you're gonna see is you can either hit the space bar or you can hit the arrows and slide to the slides. Next slide. So right here is a virtual piano. So all you have to do is just click on the keys. It'll play the sounds for you. So you don't have to hit the little space bar, the actual play button. You don't have to hit that. You just have to actually click on the key and it'll make the sound for you. So you can mess around. That's the first slide for you guys. You can just mess around with it and play around with it. And then when you're ready, just go to the next slide. So review of the treble clef like we talked about. These are our 5 lines and our 4 spaces, just like we were talking about. Line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5. And the spaces are the areas in between each line. Those are our lines, and then those are our spaces. Pretty common sense. Treble clef. So when I say treble clef, this lovely thing is what I am talking about. This little swirly symbol, you see it a lot in music. Treble means up higher. So we have a bass clef, which we'll talk about later on, and our treble clef, which means higher. So a higher sounding instrument or a higher sounding voice. So that is our treble clef. Most of the time in music class with Ms Meyer, you're going to stay in the treble clef. We don't go down to the bass clef very often, except for certain instruments. So just get used to treble clef. Hey, our 5 lines, this is what I was talking about earlier. E, G, B, D, and F. For a little hint, every good boy does fine. Use it. I know it's silly. Just use it. It helps you. For your spaces, put your face in a space. Space F, space A, space C, and space E. Ledger lines. So ledger lines are lines that go either below or above the staff. Music doesn't have to stay on these 5 lines and 4 spaces. They can go below the staff and they can go above the staff. So whenever we need to go below or above the music staff, we use something called a ledger line. All it means is that we add lines below and above the music staff. All right, so here are our most common notes from C all the way up to C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. If you pay attention, every, E, good, G, boy, B. And if you see, it kind of goes in the order of the alphabet. Our music alphabet only goes up to the letter G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then it repeats. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Pretty easy. So once you get to G, you know you gotta repeat back to A. All right, so when you get to this page, I want you to click on this link and it's going to send you to a game. So this is gonna test your ability on how well you know your lines and spaces on the music staff. And I want you to practice this for a little bit because I want you to get used to reading lines and spaces on the music staff. So you're gonna click, you're gonna go through it. Is it on the note is on a line or is the note on a space? You're gonna look at where the circle, the note head is located. Is it on the space or is it on the line? It's in between 2 lines, so we call that the space. What's the first space on the music staff? Space F. Put your face in a space, F. So we're gonna click F and go to the next one. Look for where the note head is located, that circle. We don't care about the stem, the stick, we care about the note head, the circle. So it is on a line. So we're gonna go through our lines. Every good boy does fine, F again. Next one. Look at where the note head is located, that circle. So it is on the second line. So we're gonna go every good. So that note is a G. Once you've practiced and you start feeling a little bit more comfortable, I want you to play game mode. You're gonna click start and see how many you can get right in 30 seconds. All right, so we're gonna see what Ms Meyer's score is and then see if you can beat my score, okay? All right. All right, 15. If anyone can beat me, screenshot it. If you actually beat me, screenshot it and send it to me. Please do. I want to see if anyone can actually beat that. All right, so let's go back. Once you're done doing that activity and you've had your practicing, you can leave that screen and you can go back to the activity. All right, so these are the letters of the piano that we're going to be using for today. So just like the letters of our music staff we just went over, every good boy does fine, F, A, C, E. They correlate and they go with the letters on the piano, which is why you need to know this so well. All right, so we're gonna be starting with some 4 simple songs for today. So we're gonna go ahead and click on the whichever one you wanna start with. I'm gonna start with Mary Had a Little Lamb. So if you look up here, they are the letters of the song that we're going to be playing along with the words to the song as well. So we have the first letter that we're going to be starting with on our song is going to be E, so we need to go to E. And if you notice, there's a lovely little star right there to give you a little hint that that's the first note in your song. So we're going to go E, D, C, D, E, E, E. We're going to play that. E, And then we're gonna go to the next part, D, 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 E, D, 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 E, G, G. And then we're gonna go down here, E, D, C, D, E, E, E. E, D, D, E, D, C. Not too bad, pretty easy, right? So once you're done playing that song, you're gonna go up to this button up here in the corner. That is your home button, and it's gonna take you back to your home screen, and we're gonna go over here to Twinkle Twinkle. Same thing. We're going to look over here, start at the top corner, and the letter underneath that first word in your song is going to be the letter that you start with. So if you notice, we start with a G, and if you notice, there's multiple G's on this piano, but the star is the G that we're going to be started with. So you're going to find that star, and that's going to be your first note, G, G. Now, if you notice, there's multiple D's on this. Oh, there is only one D on this piano. My bad. So we're going to go G, G, D, D, E, E, D. Then we're going to go C, C, B, B, A, G. Go back up to D, D, C, C, B, B, A. And then we're going to go back up and do it again. D, D, C, C, B, B, A. And then if you really want to play the whole thing, you just play that top line again, and that's the whole song. So we're going to go back to home, and then we're going to go to Happy Birthday. So we're going to start with a C on the piano. If you notice, there's multiple C's on the piano, but we're going to be starting with the C that has a star on it. And I'm going to give you a little hint. If you notice, that little C down here has a little apostrophe next to it, like a little comma. That means we're going to be going up to the other C. So when you see that C up here, you're going to be jumping up to this high C all the way up here. So let's go ahead and start. C. Big jump. B flat is our black key on our piano that's highlighted right here. So this is our B flat. And then we're gonna go back home. And last song we're gonna be doing is Old MacDonald. And our first note on our piano starts with a G, and here is our notes. And then we're gonna go over to the last slide, and that's gonna be our Google form that you're gonna fill out. It's also gonna be attached to your assignment just in case you miss it. So we're gonna click on that link, and it's gonna take us to our form we need to fill out. So you're going to write your first name, your last name, you're gonna choose your class, and then you're going to answer these questions and tell me which note this is on the music staff. Try to do it without any help. If you need help, that's okay. Go back to the resources I gave you, go back to the notes. You can look through your slides and use that to help you out. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 questions, and then I ask you which is your favorite song that you played today, and then last question, what's a song you would really like to learn how to play on piano, because that might pop up here in a future lesson. I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing. All right, that's it for your lesson for this week, you guys. All right, I hope you have a great time doing your piano, and I hope you have a great week. Bye, guys.